It's carried, and that's that report as a whole. We do have to receive the report? We don't have to now. Okay, thank you. And moving on to, thanks Pam, very much. Moving on to Lyttelton Mount Herbert. Paula.
Morena.
Hi.
So there's just three things I'd like to highlight in our minutes. The first is the deputation that we had, which is another example of issues arising from the processes around dealing with operationally redundant land, and that's an area of about 40 hectares of freehold land that's up behind Diamond Harbour, which has always been earmarked for future residential growth, but part of it has been planted and by a local group, and they are seeking to reserve it. And the reason this has come to a head now is because that property appeared on the list of operationally redundant properties. The second thing is on page 38, the Diamond Harbour Reserves Management Committee, and many of the people involved in the deputation are also involved in this. This was the inaugural meeting of our most recent Reserve Management Committee. We've had two new ones created in the last year, one at Cass Bay and this new one here at Diamond Harbour, which brings the number of Reserve Management Committees in Lyttelton Mount Herbert up to 5. And we see that that these Reserve Management Committees have a great deal to offer in terms of working with Council in partnership to manage our local reserves. And finally, item 7 on page 38, the Orton Bradley Park Board minutes. The Lyttelton Mount Herbert Community Board and the Akaroa Wairewa Community Board representatives from both of those met this week with members of the Orton Bradley Park Board and had a useful walk around and familiarisation of a site visit. And I know that the Orton Bradley Park Board would really like to host the council at some stage at Orton Bradley Park, at some point in the future, if that was ever possible. It's a great asset to the city, Orton Bradley Park. Rhododendrons are spot on. Well, I know they've tried in the past and haven't had much luck, so.
I think you might just want to have that discussion offline a bit, because there's a number of such requests.
I'm sure there are.
And
but I think the principle that we actually get out and visit some of these places is really important. So, and as you heard, we've tried in the past. So, okay.
Okay, how about we just put that
Maybe
as a discussion on Monday for some of the places that people have invited us to. You can go outside of the council. Quite nice.
Are there any questions about any other matters on the agenda?
Just the land in Diamond Harbour, how much of it is now planted?
I can't say exactly because it's not a separate title, but I would say it would be 20%. Or, well, no, 20% is fenced. It's there's a series of 3 gullies, and this is one of the gullies.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Paula. Yep. Phil.
Thanks, Paula. You talked very positively about the Reserve Management Committees in your ward area, and I'm just wondering, in terms of future delegations to strengthen community boards, is that a concept which you think might also work for community boards in the metropolitan part of the city?
There's nothing stopping community boards in metropolitan parts of the city establishing Reserve Management Committees now, because all the community board does is delegate its reserves responsibilities to the Reserve Management Committee.
That's useful for us to know. Thanks, Paula.
Okay, so Andrew moves and Jimmy seconds. Put the council received the report, received the information in the report. Put that. Those in favour, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, carried.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Paula.